What's up, guys? Sensei Gaming here. How's it going? Yes, I'm making another reaction video. I just recently seen this video put up by Life with Niels, or as many of you guys know him, Brother Guns from You Always Win, talking about the whole clock fiasco down in Texas or whatever. There's a couple of things I want to touch on real quick, just to see what your opinion is. What if this was planned? What if he meant to do it? Completely open-minded, not saying he did. He made a point that right now in our chapter that Muslims are the ones that are doing all the attacking, terrorist attacks. No, they're the only ones getting the limelight. Christian extremists, as you call them, Niels, are still attacking, still killing people. There's still white supremacists out there that are still killing people. There are still racist killings every single day. There are still racially motivated crimes all over the world happening right now as we speak on these videos. They're just not hitting the limelight. It's kind of like you said, the media is feeding us, or the government is feeding us, what it wants us to hear. And I think that's where you say that media sways one person or another. I think this is how it swayed you, because what the media has told you about this clock fiasco is the kid basically made a clock and took it to school. The teacher's like, "Ooh, it's a bomb," and you want to think it, some kind of racial profiling was put in there. You're suggesting that. Now, I'm not saying you're wrong, and you're suggesting that he didn't make the clock. All he did was take it apart. La 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 la. Look, one, nobody does that like that. Usually, if somebody is making something, it's not going to be taking a clock apart and putting it inside of a suitcase. That makes no sense to me, okay? That just doesn't sound right to me. That doesn't say, oh, that's a gift. It would have been different if it was made by different stuff. Like, what if the back of the clock was rubber, and what if it didn't have a facing on it and the arms were sticks? And you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't just a plastic normal hanging on the wall clock that you can see right there. Then I would have been like, okay, racial profiling. But in this case, no. But my main concern is you seem to think that Muslims or terrorists are the only thing that are bad now in our chapter. This is the same mistake that we've been making as a country, as a human race, since the beginning of time. We pay attention to those that get the limelight. The ones that get all the attention are the troublemakers, when all the real troublemakers that are actually causing us harm are getting away with it. Do you see what I'm saying? Everybody's so focused on this now that there's something else happening right this very second. Instead of focusing on a real problem, everybody's so worried about this kid that made a clock. There are so many other things that need to be fixed and straightened out before we worried about some kid that made a stupid mistake, regardless of religion, race, or color. Okay? So I would have to say I disagree with you. You are going way out on a limb here and saying because he's a Muslim that he's getting all this attention. No, it's because he made a stupid mistake and everybody's put a camera on it and fixed around the fact that the kid got misjustified. He shouldn't have been arrested. That's what matters about the case. That's why it blew up. Everybody feels like there was something unjustified about the whole situation, that he got treated wrong, profiled, whatever. That's what it is. And to get real with you, to be real with you, like kind of like you on your channel, the basic fact is, I can care less about what he did. Did it hurt anybody? Was he intending to hurt anybody? Did he think it was funny? That's the three things that matter to me. It's not nothing to do with his race. It's to do with the simple fact he's a human. And it's so hard for me to walk out that door right here behind me, right there, without thinking there's somebody on the other side of it waiting to kill me. Because of the way people are today. They're always carrying guns, knives, ready to rob somebody, ready to kill somebody just to make it ahead. They're in such dire situations that they feel like they have no other choice but to harm others. That's what should be mattering, not some kid that made a clock or took apart a clock. I can understand. You know, if it had been me, I'd have been the same way. Oh, what the hell's this? Would I call the law? Probably not, because if it had been a bomb, as soon as I opened the case, boom! Most likely I would have been dead. So I wouldn't have been able to. Would I have told the principal? Maybe. But most likely, I would have asked him why, instead of jumping to conclusions like the teacher did. But I'm not like most people. I see the world for what it is, and not what everybody else thinks it is. That's my opinion on it, man. I really do think this needs to be brushed up under the rug and not shined another light on it. But unfortunately, this is going to be a big internet sensation. This kid's probably going to get a free ride to MIT. The president's probably going to set him up in a really nice hotel, give him all kinds of fancy shit that he don't need. And the rest of us are still going to see your next door neighbor get robbed on the corner, or stabbed, or shot. And that's just the way life goes. So, you enjoy your little rant. I like what you're doing now. I love your attitude, but you need to see a little bit more than what you're looking at. It's always best to look past the problem. You ever seen, it's a movie, I can't remember the name of it. It's Robin Williams. It's called Patch Adams. There was a guy that was in the ward that would ask, how many do you see? How many do you see? If you can answer that, you may have the answers to life itself. I'm out of here, guys. I hope you understand. Don't take any of this as I'm racist. I don't care about race, religion, color, or none of that. The simple fact is, some people are taking what happened out of context because the media and the government want you to. You're being sheep. You're being led. You're being told what to say, what to think, and how to respond to it. It's time to think for yourself. I'm out of here. See you next time.